Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a mini tutorial of this design. It's very simple, very cutesy, very pink actually. I got the inspiration from watching Shira's video as shown here. I thought, oh my gosh, this would look so cute as a nail design with the pinks and the chrome and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's where the inspiration came from. So jumping into it, I have my square medium nail here and I'm going to apply my base coat. If you do decide that, oh my gosh, I want to try this and do it myself, you can use whatever shape, size nail that you want to, because the design is very versatile, so you can really use whatever shape or size that you want, but I'm going for a square medium. After I finish applying my base coat, I'm going to pop it in the oven, aka the nail lamp, for about 30 to, I usually give it 60 seconds. The instructions say to give it 30. I usually give it a 60 just to make sure that I get a fully cured base. Then while it's in the oven, I'm going to get my Beetles pink. I think the number on here is 332. It's like a really light pink. And I'm just going to apply my first layer of it, my first coat of this really cute light pink. After applying my first layer, my first coat of pink, I'm going to pop it into the lamp to cure, and then when it's ready, I'll take it out and get a second coat going for the pink. Once I'm satisfied with the consistency of the second coat, I'll pop it into the lamp for another cure. And once it's ready, I'm going to get a damp, this is a piece of paper towel, but you could use like a lint-free wipe or whatever. I get a bit of rubbing alcohol and I wipe the sticky layer off of the top of the nail. So after I'm done with that, I grab my second color, which is this really bright pink. So I'll use the bright pink with my long brush to create my border. I had a bit of a struggle doing this part because for whatever reason my brush, the first brush that I'm currently using right here, it just would not create the lines properly. I don't know what was wrong with it, but it would not do what it was supposed to do basically. So I ended up, after a few tries of trying to get the lines straighter, ended up having to switch brushes in order to get the best line possible for this part. After I'm finished with the border, I put it to cure and I got started on working on the middle line. I put a bit of the brighter pink on my little dish, and initially I was going to start, well, I wanted the line to be like a very thin line going down the middle, and for whatever reason, I still don't know what was going on with my brushes, but this brush was just not doing, maybe I was doing something, I'm not going to put it solely on the brush, maybe I was doing something that was causing the brush not to be centered or not having enough polish. Something was going on. And so, yeah, the line just would not come out properly. And yeah, that happened too. So I ended up eventually having to switch this current brush that I'm using right here for the brush that I use to create the border lines, and that ended up working out a lot better than this brush did. And actually, I even though I wanted a thinner line in the middle, I kind of ended up liking having the thicker line in the end. After I laid the first line, naturally we put it into the oven to cure, and when it was done, I went back over the line with another coat to kind of just tighten up any parts of the line that were out of place, or just create basically a straighter line and just give it a little more color so it really popped. After the second coat of the middle line, we give it a cure. And once it's ready, I go back with another wet piece of paper towel to take the sticky layer off. So I ended up buffing the nail the first time I ever made this design, but I got lazy this time around and decided to use my matte top coat instead. Which next time I do this design, I'm not using my matte top coat. I will be buffing like normal. But yeah, for this video, I ended up using my matte top coat. After I've laid the matte top coat down, I put it in the lamp to cure for about 60 seconds. I got a bit distracted here after I cured the top coat, the matte top coat, and yeah, I accidentally applied the chrome powder to the matte top coat. I know, a stupid thing to do. That's not what I was supposed to do. And I did not realize until after I was finished rubbing and scrubbing and wasting my wasting my unicorn powder. You see? Yeah. Just this is wrong. Don't do this. This is not what you're supposed to do. But yeah, I was like, yeah, no, not what I'm supposed to do. But I eventually got rid of it and got back on track, and I followed up with a layer of gelish structure gel to kind of add shine to the nail so that I could apply the embellishment, the little gold gemstone, to the nail. After adding the structure and the gem, I popped it into the lamp to cure for 60 seconds. Afterwards, I went ahead and I applied my top coat, I initially was going to use that one, and then I changed my mind. I decided to go with the McCart one instead, which hindsight was a bad idea. I should have stick to my trusty Model ones. While the nail is in the lamp, I went back for my unicorn powder. Guys, look how the chrome dig out. To show you how the girl that I used so much the last time just dig it out and I rub it right off. I couldn't believe it. So after the top coat has been cured, I went in with my chrome unicorn powder to get that really iridescent chrome look that I was going for. So I would not advise anyone to do what I'm doing right here, which is to clean off the excess chrome powder with a paper towel. Get yourself a brush. I have a brush, but I could not find it at the time, so I just used what I have, but it's definitely not recommended at all. So after I got the excess off, I sealed the chrome powder in with another thin layer of the structure gel. You don't really have to do this part. I just did it because it's what I'm used to, but you could have just went in with the top coat by itself. That's perfectly fine too. Just a thicker layer of top coat to really seal the chrome powder in, but I've always done structure gel, so that's why I'm doing it here. I realized that there's like a little thing where the gem is because of the top coat. Like I said, I was going to use my trusty Model ones and I ended up using the McCart one. Don't know why I did that because I don't like the McCart top coat. It is what it is. It's not that it's a bad top coat. I don't like it for what I look for in a good top coat. It's not really what it is, and you can see me applying it here and it just looks funny. I don't know. It's my least favorite top coat of all of them that I have ever tried. I really like their base coat, but their top coat is not good for me anyways. After I've cured my last layer of top coat, I'm going to go over the nail and just file the tip just to get a crispy edge. Just file off any excess gels between the structure gel and my gel top coat. Just file it down just to get a smoother tip. After I'm done filing to get rid of all the dust and the debris, I go over the nail with my alcohol and wiping pad to clean that off. And that's it, guys. Very simple, very demure, very pink, very much finished. If you like this design and enjoyed watching this tutorial, please give me a like, a share, a subscribe, and comment down below what your favorite part of the video is, and I will catch you next time.